So hello everybody, I'm Ansh and currently I'm in third year IM Tech, and today we'll be discussing some UX trends and we'll be exploring some AI tools, generative AI tools, and we'll have a fun activity using approx 5 to 6 AI tools and combining their work and getting something out of it. So first, let's have a look on some UX trends that are currently very popular. So we'll be discussing mixed reality, voice user interfaces, dark mode, that is very common, micro interactions, personalization and AI, how big techs use this in their products, gesture based navigation, and mobile first design. This is something that many people don't know about. So starting with mixed reality. So as you can make out from the name that it is a combination of that it is a user environment in which physical reality and digital content are combined in a way that enables interaction with and among real world and virtual objects. So take the example of IKEA Place. So what IKEA, do you all know about IKEA? Yes. Yeah. So IKEA is a furniture company based in Sweden, and what their app does, IKEA Place, what it does is that you can open your camera and visualize all their furniture products in your house, in your surroundings, using AR and the camera. So this is how they have used mixed reality in the product. I'm sure that almost all of you would have played Pokemon Go sometime in your life, and in Pokemon Go also, when you use your camera, you can see Pokemons in your locality, and you go and catch them. And the last one is the newest application of mixed reality that has shaken the industry, that is Apple Vision Pro. It is sort of a VR headset, but it has much more functionalities than just a normal VR has. I hope you all know about VR and AR, right? Just basic knowledge is fine. Moving forward, we have another trend in the industry, that is voice UIs. Almost like all of you know about Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant. So I just wanted to tell you what the trend is right now. And next is the dark mode. So why do we prefer dark mode? I found a really good write up on Quora. It says last night I woke up at around 2 in the morning. I wasn't able to sleep, and naturally I decided to pick up my phone to pass the time. Then I'm greeted with a screen that's almost brighter than the sun. So that's where we found the use of dark mode. So dark mode is something that has been introduced in the past 2-3 years in various apps, and almost many of us have become addicted to it. So yeah, micro interactions are something. It is something that we all use very frequently, but we do not recognize their importance. So let's see what all comes under micro interactions. Let's take the example of Instagram. Just a second. Yeah, so pulling the page to refresh it is a micro interaction. Double clicking to like is a micro interaction. Clicking on the save option and saving the reel or the post is a micro interaction. All these things are micro interactions, and these have your reactions to WhatsApp messages is a micro interaction. Earlier we used to send a thumbs up emoji or emojis as a separate message. Now we have an option for reaction. So these are new introductions in the industry. Next is personalization and AI. So Netflix and Spotify both have used this with perfection, and I hope most of you would have used these two things sometime in your life, and you might have come across this screen where it says not sure what to watch, and then it recommends you what you should watch according to your preferences, according to your past watches on Netflix. And you also have a match percentage option on all the web series and the movies that you watch here, that uh, they have deployed this. This is what personalize. This is how they have implemented personalization, and they also give you a list of web series and movies to watch, top picks for XYZ person. Next is Spotify. So do you know about Spotify Rap?
Yes.
So what is it?
So basically, at the end of the year, they send you like series of some messages in which there are the most played song, most heard podcast.
Yeah,
and according to your taste, they make a something.
They analyze your
Playlist and
music listening of the year and give you the top picks, top artists, and your playlist. So has any other competitor of Spotify done this? And how many of you use Spotify over others? Almost all. So that's the reason. That's how personalization and AI, using personalization, Spotify has beaten all its competitors. Next, with Spotify Rap, these playlists also, you can have these playlists also in Spotify. That is your summary mind time capsule on repeat, rewind. I think they came at the same time with Spotify Wrapped. Next is session-based navigation. I think 4 to 5 years back, we all used the button navigation, that is the back button, the hamburger menu button. But now it has been replaced with gestures, and this was first introduced by Apple, and now almost all Android phones have it. Yes, this is an interesting topic, mobile first design. So, what is mobile first design? What do you think it would be? Try not reading it. It's mobile first. What is like when you go on to develop websites or websites? So mostly what our thought process is, let's make the website for the desktop first, and then we'll make it responsive for the tablets and mobile phones. This is our initial take. But the study has shown that over 90% of users accessing the internet in the first quarter of 2022 did so on mobile devices. Like they surfed on mobile devices first, and then they surfed the same website on laptops or desktops. So now the trend is changing. It is not actually a trend, it is a practice. It's changing. They're first designing the mobile app, the mobile web view, and then when the user is accustomed to the mobile view, according to the inputs of the users, they are making it responsive for the tablet and then the desktop side. So they are going from the smaller screens to the larger screens instead of going the other way around. When you go from this way, from right to left, it is called responsive design. But when you go from the small screen to the large screen, it's called mobile first design. Okay, so now we'll have an activity. We'll be like, do you all know about ideathons? Ideathons are basically sort of hackathons where they'll give you a problem statement or a theme, and then they'll ask you to build a business model or a business idea on that and pitch it. They'll ask you to give a presentation for that. So I couldn't find any other way to integrate all of these AI tools and make you aware of them. So I thought of doing it as like we'll try creating a business pitch, and in that process we'll be using all these tools. Okay. So if you have your laptops, please open ChatGPT. Are you logged in?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll be using ChatGPT. That is, you know what ChatGPT can do. Tome is a presentation building AI tool. Eleven Labs is a speech related AI tool. Agent is a video related AI tool. Blue Willow is text to image tool. Have you all heard of Midjourney?
Yes.
Yeah, so what Midjourney does is it converts your text input into the image. Let's say you say a dog sitting on a cat. So it will give you some 4 to 5 images showing a dog sitting on a cat. They are AI generated, they are not real stuff. That is done by AI. So this is like very much in trend, all these tools. And Blue Willow is a substitute of Midjourney because nowadays Midjourney is paid. So we'll be using a cheap, like a free version, which will obviously not be as good as Midjourney, but we can't pay, so it's fine. And the other one is Mist Journey. This is a new addition to the AI tools. What people analyzed in the generative AI tools was whenever they converted their text to image using those tools, most of the times they were like more than 70% times, I think they mentioned it in the website. More than 70% of times the image is of a male character instead of a female character, and the females get neglected in that. So Miss Journey is something where you will find only women as characters. So that is to compensate the imbalance in the industry. Okay, so now what we write on ChatGPT as a command is called a prompt. So now we'll be discussing prompt engineering. That means how should we structure our prompt so that we get the best result ChatGPT can give us. So what is prompt priming? Do you know what's prompt priming? Okay, so when you go to ChatGPT, you create a new chat and you directly ask it a question. It has no context of it. So it might be us. Like if you go to someone and without giving a context, you just ask a random question, he or she might be puzzled. So what prompt priming is it is like it's before you ask a question from ChatGPT, you give it the context you're going to ask the question in. So you tell it that I'm social person, I am interested in this, I'll be doing this, and then it will give a dummy reply or wow, nice job. It's this prompt priming is just to make ChatGPT aware what all questions can you ask, and it will like let's say you tell it I am a student, so it will start thinking like a student. This is a very important step that many people miss out. The second is how to create a perfect prompt. So this is a technique that I found on the internet, that is CSIR, C plus S plus I plus R. So if you follow this, first you will be giving a context for every question, then you will be giving the AI tool some specific information about that question, and then will be your intent. Intent is what are you expecting from it, and what is the level of uh, detail or briefness that you're expecting from the response that ChatGPT will generate. And the last one is response format. Do you want it as paragraphs, or do you want it as bullets, or do you want an example or a code? So that's the response format. And when you give a prompt, you have to be intelligent enough to use important keywords. Like AI can help us only if we help it with the keywords. So if we don't give suitable keywords, you won't get your desired result. Okay, so the activity is, as I told you what ideathon is. So we will be just assuming that we are participating in an ideathon, and we'll be making our submission right now using 5 AI tools. So the theme is metaverse cross tourism in India. So do you know about metaverse? What is it? It is basically a virtual world, yeah, a virtual world. So the problem statement is pitch an innovative business plan that integrates Indian tourism and metaverse. Create a presentation explaining your business idea. So how to go about it? Will be first, please scan this QR code, and if any one of you can send it on your WhatsApp group, it will be very helpful for me. Are you able to scan it? स्ट्रीम चेक कर स्ट्रीम इसमें स्ट्रीम चेक कर सही है ना आपने वाईपी चेक कर लो
यहाँ पे लैपटॉप
पता नहीं तू बस एक बार चेक कर लेके अभी लाइव है can one of you send the link if you have it? Oh wait, I'll try sending it. Wait. Say something. मिला 22 मिला जैसे में 23 मिला था 22 मिला
सब जगह
नहीं ये वाला जब मैं इसका क्या बता ये वाला कोड
अच्छा
okay so have you all opened the doc yeah all of you have the doc right so we'll be starting open ChatGPT and we'll start what we have to do here. Yeah, so for prompt priming, I have this prompt. You can modify it according to your wish, but try not to ask a question in this section because this is prompt priming. This is just giving a context to the AI tool. And like, do you know about different chats on ChatGPT? If you start a chat, ChatGPT will keep on recording what you're asking and it will modify its responses on your questions in that chat. So if you want a completely new and fresh chat so that your previous questions do not determine the newer responses in future, so please create a new chat. Once you create it, just enter the prompt priming prompt that I have given you on the doc. So I have entered, I am a college student, my friends and I are keen to participate in a pan-India competition. I haven't given any details about what the competition is and what the theme is. So it just gives a dummy reply or that sounds like an exciting opportunity and it tells how I can go about it. But I do not need all this. So now my aim was to give it a context, I have given that. Now we'll move on to the main detailed prompt. So if you focus on this prompt, my detailed prompt is we want to use VR. The theme was metaverse. I have chosen VR out of it. So we want to use VR in tourism, create a business idea pitch for Indian tourism. So this is the context. We discussed the CSIR approach. This is the context. This first line is the context. Then the second line is the name of the company should reflect Indian heritage, culture and technology. All these yellow highlighted words are keywords. So these make use of keywords efficiently. So I have given Indian heritage, culture and technology. So it will affect the response quality. Create script for a 30-second video explanation of the business idea and give topics for presentation slides. This is specific info. I just gave a context. Then I'm giving specific info of what I need from the response. Then I want you to give an innovative and uncommon idea that can revolutionize Indian tourism. So these three keywords are really important. When I used ChatGPT when I was creating this prompt and I used it without these three keywords, the ideas were totally very impromptu ideas. Those were not even giving it to those were not word submitting. So these three keywords prove to be very helpful in this prompt. Then what should be the response format? So I've given it is divide your response into three parts: brief description of the idea, video script, and topics for presentation. Okay. So have you run this prompt on ChatGPT?
Yes.
Let me also do it. Okay, so what company name do you get? Anybody? What company name did you get?
I got Bharat Vritti.
Bharat Vritti. You?
Sanskriti voyage. We are. Indie, we are.
So from the name you can see that it took the Indian heritage and tech and clubbed it. So we were successful in doing this thing. Next, what's the idea description that you got? Anybody? What's the idea description? Just a brief overview of the idea description you got. Just try to read it and summarize it and give it to me.
I think it includes the experiences of historical sites and monuments and all that from the comfort of the user's home. That's what it says.
So what do you think is it saying? Like from the comfort of the user's home, what do you think it's doing? Using VR.
Yeah.
So it's just we'll wear a VR headset and we'll be able to see Indian monuments, Indian heritage, sites of Indian heritage sitting at home. So that is what most of our products have come out to be. Have you got any other idea apart from this? Any different idea? You might have got a different idea because it's a random generation tool, so you might have got a different idea. Okay, so I'm assuming we all have yeah.
Bharat space, like the company, is the idea.
Okay, what's the idea?
Idea is a journey through time, uniting heritage, culture, and virtual reality, imagining an experience, putting it like
Just the framing is different. Okay, so you might get confused with the framing because it's tricky. Okay, no problem. So next we have a video script. So what we have to do with this script is that we have to generate the audio version of the script. So the format that you see here is not audio friendly. Like the video opens with captivating visuals of iconic Indian landmarks. So we don't need that in the script that we'll be speaking in the video. So we'll have to ask ChatGPT to convert it into a single paragraph. We'll do that soon. And then we have topics for the presentation. Introduction, the need for innovation, all this stuff. Okay. So it has given you almost all the things that you have to include in your product. Now we wanted to change the video script. So everybody type that convert the video script into a single paragraph. Just type this prompt. Into a brief paragraph. Did you get it in this form? So this might be a bit boring and you might be confused why I'm making you do this, but you'll get to know soon. So next what we'll do is we'll convert this into audio. So copy this text, or rather, okay, copy this text. And in the doc I have a link to 11 Labs. 11 Labs is an AI tool. Go to that. I'll wait for a minute for you to sign up. please try signing up using your Google accounts or college IDs. Choose the free version, please. And if you are buying it, I'll share it with you. Are you all done? Okay, so create add generative or clone voice. Go to voice lab first. You have an option of voice lab in the navbar. Go there and click on plus. And then choose voice library. Okay. Now you have different audio samples here. Try all of them.
So is cheerfulness or a good temper. The more it is spent, the more remains.
Okay, so please reduce your volume. Yeah. Anybody who hasn't reached this? Can you hear? Have you done it? So we'll be using an Indian avatar. So choose the filters accordingly. If you want a female avatar, you can choose a female avatar or a male avatar. So I am choosing a male avatar because the images that I have created using Blue Willow are of male avatars. And I'll prefer using young or middle-aged voice because it sounds more professional. And then the accent should be Indian. Like you can choose anything else, but for now, choose Indian.
The final proof of greatness lies in being able to endure criticism without resentment.
Yeah.
What is generated, which is not the category? Categories are generated.
These all are generated tools. If you go to professional, I don't think they have any professional audio files. Check professional. Yeah. These are all generated by their AI tool. Okay. Please reduce your volume. Okay, so have you made the choice? Okay, so once you are done choosing it, if you want to select, let's say, the first card, click on Add to Voice Lab and just give it a random name and add the voice. Okay? When you go back to your voice lab, you'll have a new audio sample there. Have you all reached this step? Now choose any of your choose the voice that is visible on Voice Lab. Do you all have a second card on Voice Lab apart from this plus card? Yes. Click on edit there. And then click on use. Instead of edit, I'm sorry, not edit, click on use. And then go to your idea on the video script that we created just now, the paragraph that we created on ChatGPT. Go there and copy paste that paragraph to the 11 labs. Copy it here in the text section. You all got it, right?
Yes.
Everybody, have you reached there? Okay, so now we'll generate the audio.
You might need to purchase a paid plan now.
Okay. Stream करने के लिए VPN compulsory है? Stream करने के लिए VPN compulsory है? Are you using VPN?
Yeah.
No.
Those who aren't using, are you able to do it?
No.
Then wait for a second.
ऐसा होता है क्या?
हाँ?
ऐसा होता है क्या?
हाँ.
पता नहीं, अभी तक तो नहीं हुआ था. Oh no. अभी ट्राई करके आया मैं.
I just tried this 1 hour back. आप परचेज करके मेरे को भेज दो.
VPN तो चल रहा है, VPN से नहीं चल रहा है.
VPN की वजह से नहीं चल रहा शायद.
अरे तो VPN डिसेबल कर दे.
नहीं, उनका, लेकिन मेरा तो VPN है ही नहीं. What the fuck?
मिला नहीं यूज़ कर रहे थे.
हाँ?
मिला नहीं यूज़ कर रहे थे.
मिलान ही कर रहा हूँ यार. Okay, so I have workaround for this. The audio that I created 1 hour back, I'll try sending that to you. And that might be a different name and different description, but bear with me. I'm sorry. Okay.
हॉटस्पॉट चल रहा है.
हॉटस्पॉट चल रहा है क्या? तुम लोग हॉटस्पॉट चल रहा है क्या?
मैं हॉटस्पॉट देता हूँ.
मेरा स्ट्रीम Is it working for you now? You sure hotspot? It's working? दे रहा है?
हाँ दे दिया. ये रहा ऐसा मनी भी नहीं. ये वाला.
Yeah. Are you getting the entire audio or part of it?
Entire audio.
Okay, so I've given a
अब चेक कर, शायद आ गया होगा. चल गया वापस.
stream चल रहा है ना? The stream is on if you can see. Okay, so those who are watching on YouTube, I think we left on the 11 labs part. I request you to download the audio from there, generate the audio from 11 labs and download it, and then go to the doc I've shared with you and this is how you can, like, I've given a sample prompt for Blue Willow, that is slash imagine face of a classy Indian AI butler dressed in a business suit, 8K 3D animated style. You can generate an image from Blue Willow, but for now, I've given you already generated images from the prompts that I've used, and I've given the link in the doc to you under AI avatar images. You can go to that folder, and there are 2 images there. You can download any one of them. So I hope all of you now have the audio and the image ready. Okay. I'll wait for 1 more minute, okay? And if you are done with this process, you can create your accounts on Hagen and Tome. The links to both of these tools have been provided in the doc, Tome and Hagen. Once you're done, just tell me. Okay, I hope you all have done that.
Where Hagen mein, what do we have to choose as our role?
First, upload a talking. Your role. Just click other or student. If other is there, click other and next. All of you have done it. The right side. Hello guys, have you done it? You're doing it, or have you reached this step? Have you reached the screen or not? Okay, after you come here, upload a talking photo and choose the image that we have just created. Once you upload it, it will appear in this section here by the name talking photo. Can you all see it on your screens? Yeah. Okay, so the image that you downloaded now, just click on upload talking photo here and choose that image from your local. Done? Are you able to upload the photo?
Yeah.
How many of you have uploaded the photo? Others, are you like? Okay, if you're not getting this option, click on make a talking photo video and then you'll get this. Coming here. If you don't have Discord, there's no problem because I've already given you the images. The link is in the Google Doc under AI avatar images. You've done? You won't. Almost everything is done. You'll understand everything. Now, have all of you reached this step? Have you uploaded the image? Anybody who has still not uploaded it, please raise your hand. Okay. What's the issue you faced?
और ये He is fourth.
अरे तुझे डाउनलोड कैसे किया है तो बता चैट तो फिर दिमाग खा रहा है
Yeah, you must explain. Now, have you all done it? Yeah, what's Was it a successful download for you?
When I type in the file, it shows me that I make a document to upload it.
Okay, so now we'll move to the next step. Okay, so now click on the talking photo that and create video. Go to create video. Let's choose portrait for now. It's fine. Your wish. If you want landscape, it's fine. And the frame here is a circular frame. If you want it circular, it's fine. But I will change it to. I'll click on the image and then try changing the frame. You see the shapes option there? Just pick a different frame if you want. I'll go without the frame. So I'll have the entire image here. Okay, so now the audio we generated, we'll give it to this video. Okay, so now here we have two options: text script and audio script. We'll choose audio script. Okay. This tool also has text to audio conversion, but 11 Labs does it better. That's why I asked you to do it on 11 Labs, and then the audio that we generated from there, we'll use it in the audio script option. Upload your audio file here. 11 Labs audio file. Are you following right? Now will come the interesting part, and you will see what it's gonna do now. Any of you who haven't reached this step? Anybody that side? You. On the right side. Done? Everybody done? Is there anybody who's left? Okay, I'll give you one moment. If once you submit, you will see what it actually did. Try submitting it now. So this is free just for the first try. I've created some 4 to 5 Gmail accounts to use this multiple times, so you can also do that. once you create a video in this, you won't be able to create the same another video using the same account. So okay, so by the time it renders, we'll go to Tome AI. Have you created Tome AI accounts? Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes to create Tome accounts. Yeah, it's there in the Google Doc. Otherwise, you can see what's happening. That much is there. Yeah, I am here. All of you done with Okay, the problem might be that your audio might be a bit too long, so it might require more credits. So if you have this issue, just focus on your partner's laptop. So next, go to Tome, create Tome accounts and go to the Tome page.
Workspace.
Okay, so this is a YouTube issue. Okay, those who are on YouTube and facing the credit limit issue on Hidden, I think that's an issue because we have created an audio that exceeds the that is very long, and if you have a limited sized audio, it can be done in 0.5 credits. But for some of you, it's showing 1 or 1.5 credits required. So you can try shortening the script that we got from ChatGPT. Just ask it to shorten the video script to half its size, then go back to 11 labs, create the audio, and put it on Hidden. So that's a lengthy process. I'm sorry I didn't know about this issue. For those who have reached this step, next what we'll do is we'll go to Tome. Let's go back to ChatGPT and see what ChatGPT gave us as the description of our business idea, and let's copy the idea description from there. Copy the idea description, not the video script. Yeah. Log into the Tome accounts. Just enter demo or your name, anything. On Tome, I think it requires you to make a workspace, so just enter demo in the workspace and create a workspace. Then once you're done with that, tell me. That's it. Are you done? You all are done? You have done. Anybody who's left? Just raise your hand.
ये हो गया तुम तो बताओ
Let that render. Okay, so now go to ChatGPT and copy your idea description from there. Copied it. Go to Tome and click on the create button on right top corner. Once you click on create, choose create presentation about. Only choose create presentation about. Once you click on create, choose this option, create presentation about, and once you click on it, just paste the description here. And it shows 6 pages. You can increase or decrease the number of pages according to your wish. So since we had when we generated the topics for our slides, there were some 11 to 12 topics. So for editing in future, I'll try to keep the pages to 12 so that I can accommodate all the 12 topics that ChatGPT gave me. So I've done 12 pages and then just hit enter. Are you all following? Anybody who didn't get it, I'll repeat it.
क्रेडिट्स वाला है तो कट करना
Are you done? You're done? You're also done, right? The middle section. You're done? Everybody? Okay. Sorry for those who are very fast. So now you see, click on continue and you'll have all the slides that you want. Click on continue. It will take some time to create all the 12 or 14 pages. Has it generated the entire presentation for all of you? Yeah. So let's see what it has done. So what our business model was, we were using VR headsets to see to view Indian heritage, Indian monuments and Indian culture. So what it has done here is there's a person who's facing Taj Mahal, and for some reason, some glitch in the AI generation, he's wearing the VR the wrong way. So you can this is like the reason I told you about Blue Willow was this, because you might not get accurate AI generated images. You'll have to give a good prompt to Blue Willow. I'll tell you resources to go to YouTube and see how you can use Midjourney and Blue Willow. For now, once you let's say you created a Midjourney or a Blue Willow image, so just click on this image and go to upload, go to the image icon and click on upload and upload the image from your local system. Okay, so not very accurate images is not a problem in this tool. It is a problem, but it is not a problem for us. ये करना कि if you don't do it right now, don't do it right now, it will take a lot of time because you might have some images that are actually accurate and that don't need to be changed, so I'll prefer not to touch those. Like this is a fairly good image. There is a monument in the background and she has the VR headset on her forehead right now, so this is a fairly good image. We don't need to change this. This image is also really good, but like you see this image, it does not make sense because the person is looking at the monument and has the VR headset at the back of his head. So you can change these images using Blue Willow. You got it now, how you'll be able to change it. So next, if let's say we are let us say we are making an app that does this. We go on the app, we click on the camera icon, and then camera, we connect our VR headset, not the camera, we connect our VR headset and then we can view this. So we will need an interface on our mobile phones at least. So for that you need Figma, the last session. Okay, so I have given you a prototype link in the doc. That is an app whose UI I have taken from Figma community. I hope you remember what community was. That's why I told you that's the most important thing. Even if you don't know Figma and you know how to use community properly, you know Figma. Can you see the prototype now? Have you opened the prototype? Try copying that prototype link. Are you getting it? What I'm saying? You're also getting it. What I just asked you to do, I forgot. Have you opened that? Copy the link that I have given in the doc, copy that link itself. And now, once you have copied the link from the doc, come back to Tome and click on plus on the second slide, I think, yeah. For I think all of you, the second slide will have the topics of the slides that will follow. So just come here, click on plus and select Figma. Yeah, done. And then paste that link here. I hope now you'll be able to view your prototype on Chrome presentation, and it is interactive. If you click on next here, you'll go to the next page. Start. Now let's log in. So you have the entire prototype embedded in your presentation. So you don't need to, when you make submissions for hackathons, you don't need to send a presentation separately and then you prototype separately. You can make them into just one unit. We will do this. Sabka ho gaya? Done. Now the video we generated, we have to use that too. So let's say in introduction we will not use this image since this is faulty. So we'll add a video instead of this. Go click on the image icon, and delete it, delete the image. Just click delete on your keyboard, and then go to the plus icon and click on video.
Do I have to do this in the introduction page or on the page where the image is faulty?
Anyway, but like, this is not the final presentation, right? So you will be modifying it according to your idea and according to what you want to submit. So for now, I'm doing it on introduction. You can do it anyway, but for now, like, focus on learning how we do this. Now let's go to Hagen and see what it has rendered for us.
Introducing Vivid Journey, where Indian tourism meets virtual reality. Immerse yourself in India's wonders from home, Taj Mahal's grandeur, vibrant bazaars, serene landscapes, ancient festivals, all reimagined in immersive VR. More than a tour, it's an emotional connection, and by exploring with us, you're empowering local artisans and embracing sustainable travel. Step into the future of exploration, Vivid Journey, where India's heart is virtually yours.
You get the point, right? We use text. We didn't click a photo. We did not record an audio. We did not capture a video. We just used text. We used text. We entered text on ChatGPT. We got text from there. We entered that text into Blue Willow. We got an image from there. We entered text to 11 Labs. We got an audio from there. Then we entered that audio and image to Hagen. We get an AI avatar explaining what a product is. So, like, you can just use text to and now we need to download this and embed this into our presentation. So if you only have the option for 1080p, 4K is not available. Okay, so the video is downloaded. Now we'll upload the video in this.
Introducing Vivid Journey.
Now let's have a look at what we had on ChatGPT and what we have now on Tome. So on ChatGPT, so on ChatGPT we create the description. We use the description for the Tome template. We use the video script for the audio, and then got the 11 Labs audio from there, and we used Hagen to integrate the video, the image and the audio. And now the final step what's left is editing the Tome presentation. The Tome has just given us a template and we just gave it a brief description. It has created the template on its own, so it might not match your own ideas, and you can prompt ChatGPT further to improve the idea, and never go with the first response of ChatGPT. Just let's say read all the options here and try to brainstorm and just pick one option and try improvising on it and building a newer thing from it. So for now you can edit your Tome presentation using these topics. But now what we have on Tome is an intro page, then we have the Figma link here, then we have a video here.
Introducing Vivid Journey, where Indian tourism meets virtual reality. Immerse yourself in India's wonders from home, Taj Mahal's grandeur, vibrant bazaars, serene.
So for any hackathon submissions or ideathon submissions, when you need to submit a presentation, you can integrate your Figma link and video in the same presentation and give one single submission. That will be easy for the judges to evaluate you. And what happens in hackathons is if you submit multiple links, most of the times the judges are lazy to open more than one or two links, so your effort goes in vain. So that's all about it for today. We have one more tool that might be useful for you in future. that is Humata AI. Humata AI is a tool that some of you might go into research and almost all of you will be given a research paper to read and to present in some or the other course in your future. So I have given the link to Humata AI in the docs. You can go there. And this is the paper that I was given to read and present last semester in one of my courses. So I didn't know about Humata at that time, and I had to read the entire paper and summarize it. But now since you have Humata, what Humata does it, you upload a PDF of the research paper and just prompt it here. Let's just ask it. Let's. Okay, so this is some weird image that I don't understand, so I'll ask it. What is being explained in figure 6? It uses the text in the research paper, finds where figure 6 is written, and then finds the related the text that describes that image, that figure. So it might not seem useful right now, but save this link somewhere. It will be actually useful when you have a lot of workload and less time. So as part of Zens, from Zens we had 2 sessions. The first one was Figma and the second one was UX and AI tools from my side. Next, we'll leave it to you guys now to explore UI, UX and these AI tools. If you want to explore more AI tools, it's fine, but it's not like it's a very dynamically changing tool industry, so you might not be able to stick to one tool. You will have to adapt and change to newer tools. So I have given you some of the resources here. The first one here is the Insta account of one of my immediate seniors. His name is Murli Jaina. He's in IMTech 4th year, and he posts he's extremely good in Figma. And what I have taught you is just basics. If you want to see real case studies, a real design case study, or how much effort this people put into survey and then create a product, then you should contact him and ask him how it is done and see his work. And for now, you can go and follow him on Instagram. Please do follow him. The next thing is Ansh Mehra. He is the lead designer at Zoodle. Zoodle is a startup. He is a VIT graduate. He has won some MIT hackathon, and he has worked in Swiggy, and he has worked in Swiggy under Saptarshi Prakash. Saptarshi Prakash is director of design at Swiggy, and he has given a talk at a college, I think in 2019, in TEDx. So these two channels are extremely good. Whatever I have taught you about the generative AI tools, Ansh Mehra has covered. I've learned it from mostly his videos. He has very detailed videos on Midjourney, and if you actually learn everything what he has taught about Midjourney, you will be able to earn money through it. That's the extent of depth that he has gone to in Midjourney. And he also does UX reviews, and he recently, I saw one of his videos. He was redesigning the IRCTC app and giving reasons for his newer design. So understanding why you change a design and what effect does it have on the users is more important than designing beautiful UI. So this is something that you should learn from these two channels. This is mostly a UX channel. Saptarshi Prakash has a Medium blog. Do you know Medium? Medium is a blog website where people post their blogs. He has a blog on how he went about designing different pages for Swiggy and what all he kept in mind. If you remember, I discussed halo effect in our first meeting when we had a Zen's introduction. I gave you an example of McD, Burger King, and I think truffles. So that is that example I took from his Medium post, his Medium blog. So these two channels are extremely good. Ansh has an Insta profile also, and those shots are really good. All these AI talking images, I think Ansh was the first one to do it in India. So this is if you want to see my portfolio, I can show you here. For portfolio, you just need to know a front-end framework, preferably React. You'll have to make it responsive, and if you want to use some templates, there are templates on internet, you can use them, but if you want to design them yourself, you can also do that. I have designed it myself, heavily using Figma community, so you know how much I designed it. I used, I think, Blue Willow in this too, yeah. So this image that you see here has been generated using Blue Willow. And you'll see one problem with this is the amount of fingers I have in this. I have some 8 fingers on the right hand. So that using a better tool like Midjourney won't do this. So yeah. In your portfolio, you are supposed to include your resume and a contact section, and your skills, your projects, and your work experience, and the last, your contact. And in the contact section, please specify what you are trying to do next, so that if someone lands on your portfolio, he knows if you are any use to him or her or not. So that's all from my side. Thank you. We'll be ending the YouTube session now.